Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Dolis and welcome back to Super Hostile Modded, the Spellbound Caves 2. In the last episode, we got another wool. I don't remember what color it was, but we got another wool from the tomb of somebody. I believe it was the pink wool? Question marks? I don't know. I don't remember which one it was, but we got a wool. That's all that matters. And yeah, we are actually gonna probably head back there today because there was an area that looked suspicious and I want to kind of investigate a little bit. And otherwise, we're probably gonna go back to Peanut Canyon and see what's in the cave, what I deem the mushroom cave over there. We'll see what we can kind of get into, but I have a bunch of stuff that we need to kind of deal with first. So last time we got a bunch of these large and small and grand stone tablets. Turns out that they can be enchantments and like really good enchantments. So we're going to investigate these. We're going to start with the lamest first. The small ones, the normal ones, and then we're going to go to the large. So that has power. So spell cooldown. So hold the tablet for 6 seconds to shatter it and release the stored power. So spell cooldown, I'm going to guess, is reduced. Or instant, maybe? So these do different things. So that's an enchantment stone tablet. These are kind of cool. I like these. So what is the large one going to do? Really good enchantments. You know what? I kind of wonder. So I would love to put Unbreaking on my helmet, because it's the only piece of armor that doesn't have Unbreaking. So we'll put that in our offhand and put this in our main hand for 6 seconds. And I don't know if it's going to enchant even if it's already enchanted. And given that it's been a little bit more than 6 seconds, I don't think that works. Okay, so that's fair enough. That's fine. Let me just see. Table in your main hand, item in your other hand. Yep. Now we could... I wonder if this works. What if we grab a book? Can we enchant the book with these? And then we can put the book on the helmet because it's already enchanted. I don't know. I don't know how these work. I'm gonna... Oh, let's hold it. You know, let's see if we can do it directly. We'll find out. Didn't work. Oh yeah, actually it did. It gave us the Unbreaking. Cool. That's kind of neat. So you do actually have to use the item, but the other two, the small ones, were up. I can't do that. We're kind of boring, so I'm not going to worry about them. So this has a spell. Spells can be crafting with the scribing desk. Okay. Don't know what's up with that, and I don't really want a spell. This has some good enchantments, but nothing that we really need right now. So we're just going to put that away. And then we have a Lucky Horseshoe, which I got a Legendary Damage Lucky Horseshoe, which is better than our rare one in every way. It gives us more max health and a bunch of other buffs. So we're going to switch those out. So that's a no-brainer. We have some intestines, which random junk usually. Silkworm egg is kind of nice. I had to replenish our worm supply. I just used fish, eggs, and sugar because we are producing all of those. And we've just gotten a lot of stuff from these. Ooh, we got some sponge eaters, snowy walleye, cool things. I need to use the shop and whatnot a lot more, just because it's there and I have all this stuff. I might as well. But we have, let's see, 8 iron tokens, 5 copper, and 1 each of the other 2. We also have a Hydra quest to take care of. I'm just going to click it a bunch. And we only had 1 of those, and then a bunch. And that should be everything? Yes. So Infernal Tier 1, we have 8 of these. Let's go ahead and dump all of this stuff away. It is nice getting the crystal flowers those are a pain to harvest otherwise, but they are really useful for getting more, mana. But we have 8 Infernal Tears. That gave us a bunch of stuff, including a buff elixirs. We'll put that to the side. 5 Tier 2s, which gave us a Magic Crystal. 1 Tier 3. Okay. Nothing too great so far. Glowing Ingot. That's something that we should probably try to use at some point. But a lot of this stuff I'm just going to dump in here and never look at again. Not really. We'll probably try to get some of that stuff used. But these glowing ingots are useful for making various things that are then used to make other things. The glowing gem is kind of more important, and you can brew glittering potions. I have no idea what those do. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff I don't understand about this mod pack, just because I'm not familiar with a lot of the mods. So let's just dump this stuff away. Magic crystal or dust, and some elixirs. Haven't been really using the elixirs all that much, but is what it is. And then last thing is, we do have a 1 cooldown upgrade, which we are going to apply to our wand, because why not? Having cooldown reduction is fantastic. So it is currently day. We are going to make the really... Oh, wait. No, one thing. I almost forgot. We did slay the Hydra last time, so we're going to get some Lootless 2, Hydra's Fang, and Hydra's Skull. So we could make arrows and a lot of bone meal or trophy. And then Ring of Leeching, Spectral Silk, Pearl Block, and another loot crate, which is Lootless 3. Stone of Greater Inertia. Okay. Resistance to fall damage. Well, we don't take fall damage at all anyways, so it doesn't matter. Necromancy attacks have 30% chance to trigger life draining. Okay. We don't really use necromancy, so not terribly useful. None of that was all that great. But let's get going before it gets night and before we run out of time for the episode. So let's head over to the tomb. And in the very bottom of the tomb, I saw something. And that's what we're going to investigate. Let's take our bed as well. And we're going to put our bed somewhere a little bit more intelligent. Someplace a little bit better. You are a purple mob, and I'm going to ignore you. Anthill. I just wish we could get over there without too much issue. I don't want to have to fight a bunch of things to go look at something and probably run out. I really hate those things. Probably run away in fear because I don't think whatever we're going to find is going to be nice. Speaking of which, alright, let's... I like the lizards. Let's get over here. Ow. I really hate that effect. That is by far the worst thing. So, Tomb of Nyanbloftep. You'd think I remember that by now. We are going to put our bed right here and set a spawn. And yeah, so what I noticed. What did I notice last episode in the basement where the wool was is something very simple. You notice how all the walls here are smooth sandstone? Yeah, not all the walls are smooth sandstone. And there was also some signs of badness. So the skull blocks that we will encounter everywhere usually means bad things ahead. And bad things ahead is usually a bad thing. But it can also mean loot. Good loot. And I could also break all of those. I don't know if I want to be honest. I don't know that it's worth it to break all of these sarcophagi. It's going to summon in mummies. And I think that's mostly what it's going to do. Let's get rid of this anthill. And I would love to have mending at some point. Levels are not really much of a thing anymore. Another anthill, but we're just gonna avoid it and continue going down. So, what are you? Oh, it's a Sphinx. Okay. Let's grab a crossbow. We don't need an axe right now. Ow. Turtling Sphinx of You Can't Run. Alright. Please go get this. There's multiple Sphinxes. Okay. These things have a lot of health. And we're gonna put some torches down there because that's where I want to go. Oh my gosh, you have 400 health. So this is going to take a while, and we are getting hungry. Alright, let's run. And jump, jump, jump. Please don't be able to jump. Okay. You just jumped up. Alright, we need to run a little bit farther. Because we need to heal. Let's send some more Vechses. Excuse me. And I just shot my Vechs. So this Sphinx has so much HP. And I would really like it if it didn't. Yeah, they are just turtling. Firebolt doesn't really work. Chain Lightning isn't going to do much damage because it's not a very damaging spell. I don't really have a lot of high damaging stuff in terms of spells and whatnot. Let's do that. I think it's too wide. I could... Is it regenning? Because that'd be awful. You know, I think it's too wide. Which means it's kind of stuck. Alright, so... How do I want to deal with this thing? The other problem is the crossbow is not terribly accurate. Not sure how to deal with the Sphinx. Hi. And the Sphinx does hurt quite a bit, to be honest. Alright. Can you come up here? Yes, perfect. Now we can put a block there. And something like this. And just cheese you. Let's get some, try to get some crits. I don't actually know if it's working too well. He still has 300 HP. Oh man, she's very powerful. I would rather just answer the riddle. And yeah, it's regening health. I am also really hungry. We spam it, maybe? Yeah, it's taking so much hunger out of me every time I do any damage. And yeah, it is regenning. It is also fire resist. It's like it's a wither as well. Please stop regenning. My sword is going to break by the end of this. It doesn't seem to have a... Would you please stop? This is awful. You know what? I'll let you guys know how this goes. I'm going to figure out if there is a better way to defeat this thing. And maybe at some point it'll just 225. It seems like it gains like 50 HP every once in a while. And since it's giving me slowness and hunger, it's really not good. Vechs, please attack it for a little bit. It is already back to 200. Okay. This is ridiculous. I'm going to figure out if there is a way I can defeat that thing or not. I don't want to waste more resources. Let's try a stronger weapon. And this is doing a lot more damage per hit. So, you know, maybe this will work. I really dislike how much she is healing, but it looks like we're going to get through this. And perfect. That was definitely a boss. Okay. What did we get for that? Not much. Not much at all. So, note to self, use a better weapon against things that are really strong. That is going to help us a lot. And yeah, she didn't really drop anything good. Let's kind of look, make sure there's nothing else. Break these, I guess. We don't really need those anymore. Okay, so there are two sarcophagi here. Let's open one of them. It's probably going to summon a mummy. Oh no, this is all loot. So I'm going to break that, and let's break the other one. There is something else down below. Hey, this was a lot of loot too. More of those stone tablets, which is nice, and magic missile. We already have that spell. We use that spell a lot. I know I shouldn't. I know there are better spells than magic missile, but I like it. It's nice to have something. Alright, there is ants. Ants are luckily not too difficult. And that is nice. Let's get some more ants out of the way. And yeah, there is another Sphinx down there. That is awful. Alright, so let's do this. Now that things are a little bit nicer down here, I want to... Oh, hi. So yeah, right there. There is a little bit of a skull block and not smooth sandstone. To avoid the people, let's do this. And we're going to put a torch there. Okay, there is a lot of things underneath there. So that is definitely something. But getting in there is going to be a bit of a challenge. Let's see. How do I want to do this? I heard you. Bone Knights. Alright. Bone Knights. You have a lot of HP, a lot of armor. You are undead. Let's just try to shoot you a bunch. And hit you a bunch, I guess. Vechses. I do like using the Vechses. The Vechses are probably one of my favorite, like, spells. Ow. Luckily, Blast Off is not a concern. Hey, we killed the Bone Knight. And it would seem like there's just a bunch of Bone Knights here. Vechs. Oh, I do not like Storm. Please. I just hit my own Vechs again. Please just disappear. Alright. I wish I had like a magnet or something. There's more Bone Knights. But they can't get up here. Which is nice. I do need to eat because they are sapping me of all my hunger. And let's get more Vechses. And yeah, there's definitely a spawner down here. Ow. Don't do that. Don't do that. I just told you not to do that. Alright. Break skull block. So there is something down here. It's just a matter of what. And let's break that. Alright. So I have a funny feeling I know what there is. So let's break that. Take that quickly. And run. Okay. So, yeah, I knew exactly what it was going to be. Because of the loot chests, crates, things that you can buy. So let's get out of here. And we're gonna do probably a bad trick to do, but we're gonna do the trick that will help us get home soon. So what we got was the Secret Blade of Nyanblefotep, which is a legendary weapon, extremely fast attack speed, does more damage than what we have. Sharpness 5 on breaking 3, life mending, so it repairs with our life. I'm not entirely sure how life mending works. I know that is an enchant that you can... Nope. Converts health into durability. And I don't know, like, when that happens. But this is... Looks like a spam click type of thing. Gives us more magic damage, attack speed, attack damage, and reach distance when it's in our main hand. So that is a pretty good weapon, all things considered. And yeah, I kind of was looking at the loot chests to think about what it is I would want to buy. And yeah, there's a loot crate that is called Spellbound Caves II, and Sprinters of Decay. We've actually found those, but there's a bunch of things. You've come far. That's the book that's up top, I believe, but the Secret Blade of Nyanblefotep, clearly right there. So I knew it was going to be a secret weapon, secret item. Did we get a completion? Yes, no bones about it. So we're going to get a bunch of stuff. But what we're going to do is we are going to go upstairs. We're going to break our bed and then drink a recall potion, which should... Actually, we're going to sleep in the bed. Then we're going to break it and drink a recall potion, which should put us back at the world spawn. If it does, then that's great, because then we can just easily TP back to the base using the Waystone. And this place is now officially done. We don't have to come back to the Mana Oasis at all, as far as I can kind of tell. And we can move on with our lives. Is it night? No. Okay. So we broke our bed, recall potion, back to spawn. And now we can go over here to the inn and teleport. So it's been a long time since I've been over here. And there are things out there. So yeah, we're going to finish this episode off. There's a griffin. We're going to finish this episode off today with opening some loot. And then next time, I think we will go to the Peanut Canyon Cave, and see what's there. It's probably another secret weapon or shortcut. There's a lot of things, a lot of places I haven't like fully explored, and it would be nice to, but that will have to wait for another time. So I think I am going to keep this weapon, the blade, because it's pretty good, all things considered. Alright, so 4 iron tokens, 5 copper, and a silver. And then we also have this quest, which we can go ahead and get all that stuff, including a spell book. Let's put these down here and get some identification scrolls. Ray Skeleton Mage and... Okay, they're both Ray Skeleton Mage. Cool. So, I don't know that it's something I will ever use, but we have it. And then loose bones. Those are decorative, but they are bones. That's kind of cool. Alright, so we need to... I don't remember how many. Hopefully I've clicked this enough for each of those. And I did. Alright, let's start with Infernal Tier 1. Bunch of junk. Tier 2. So we have 3 loot crates. I don't know what all of them are. It looks like random ingot and a random gem, and then probably a loot list or a magic crystal. This gives us a random advanced spell, which we actually don't know. I'm gonna try it this way. This is the slower way. It uses all these crystals, but scrolls of identification are kind of hard to come by. But we're gonna just use it because it's not gonna work. Petrify, interesting. Could be good. Probably not. So loot list 1. We have 3 of these. And sticky pistons. Nothing too interesting there. Loot list 2. Ring of Haste. Common ring gives haste. That's it. Okay. Fair enough. Magic crystals and dusts. Get a bunch of magic crystals, which is nice. Random ingot. Got some more steel. Random gem. Got an emerald. Alright, so all things considered, not that much good stuff. Nothing terrible, though. And see, we have a couple more tablets. We have another iron thing that I missed. So let's go ahead and do the iron. It's Infernal Tier 1. Now we could turn these into copper nuggets, but honestly, the junk that we get from it is better than the copper that we would otherwise. So let's just do that. Let's identify these tablets and see what they have for us. Conjure Lesser Sentry. I don't know what the scribing desk thing... Spells can be crafted with a scribing desk. So what I'm thinking is we use this with a block of gold and a magic crystal and the scribing desk, and we can get Spell Blast. Not sure what that does either. But I'm assuming we can put that in the scribing desk, and actually we can probably find out. I think I have a scribing desk. Just hide it over in the corner. Stone tablet. So projectile ward, leather tunic, and that seems complicated. The other one was easier, block of gold and a magic crystal. So let's grab a magic crystal and gold. I'm willing to sacrifice these. And we need ink and an empty book. Now, is it just a normal book? And then, do we have any ink sacks? Bottle of ink, will that work? No. Magic crystal. And can we get an ink sac easily? I don't know if we can. Squid. Or ink brush, which we don't have an ink brush. Let's go see if we have a squid. I don't think we do. So this might be something that has to wait for another time. And it looks like that is indeed the case. So maybe we'll look into that next episode. I don't know. But that is going to be it for today's episode. We've kind of run out of time, and I don't know that this spell is going to be worth it. Anyways, Conjure Lesser Sentry, kind of cool, but if we can figure this out, we'll see what we can do with it, but otherwise we'll just ignore it. So next time we are going to go back to Peanut Canyon, and we're going to try to make our way through that area, through the cave, and see what's there before heading on. I think it's almost time for us to go to Intersection 3. So that's going to be it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!